Hey, hi. Today's been pretty decent to good, but what is it? My grandfather. No, let's not talk about that. That's more of a touchy subject. But hey, how are you doing? I don't know why I'm all giddy and stuff. It's kind of weird. Let me turn this light down just slightly. As you can see, there's rain on this here TV. Let's turn it down a bit. I did not mean to ear rape you. I am sorry for that. Alright, let's fix this TV up a bit. Now, why is this rain very important? Let me tell you something that I tell very few people. My mom absolutely loved her and everything, right? When she was sick, she used to listen to rain effects and stuff like that. And I remember whenever I was little, I love the rain. I absolutely love the rain. Now, it does bring some bad things, but I still love it regardless. It keeps me calm, it keeps me serene, it just reminds me that things can also be very peaceful. But at the same time, I don't know why, for whatever reason, I can't help but feel slightly sad. It's just, when a rain is there, I feel absolutely in my element. And I feel comfortable within the rain. Before my fiance and stuff like that, let me show you something personal to me as well again. Let's try to type in lo-fi rain and see what comes up. There used to be this one lo-fi thing that I would listen to. I used to call lo-fi lofi for the longest time. Let's try to find it. Ah, there it is. I think. Wait, no, that's a 10-hour one. Ah, screw it, it'll do for now. I didn't know they made a 10-hour one of this, but it's still something nonetheless. Okay. Sorry it's taking me a bit of a minute, but I thought I would have this patent down or something like that, but apparently not, so please bear with me. In the meantime, to fill in the silence and everything, hey, how was your day today? Hopefully it was good, it was chill, it was just something that you can make out of it. Some sad things had happened, but some decent things have happened as well, you know. I don't know how to describe it, but it is literally whatever you turn it into. Lo-fi girl is still going on pretty strong. I love that. I always wanted to make audio visualizers be a DJ or something like that, you know. Sit outside on a rainy day, smoking a cigarette, you know. Something like that back then used to just put me at ease, put me at peace. It's weird though, because for me, it's like I'm a pretty chill person, but I'm also a pretty chaotic person as well, as some of y'all can tell or some of y'all already know. Alright, let's just chill out with Japanese town ambience while in the background. Ooh, the next thing to talk about. Love. With Valentine's Day around the corner, it is very before we go back into the topic of love, I know I keep segueing, doing this, that, and the third, but thank you for bearing with me. I bought some shit off of Temu. You want to see? For example, we got this hat. It's supposed to be like Gojo or some shit. Now you're probably looking at this and going, what the fuck is that? That's basically what I said whenever I got the thing too, so don't worry. We're figuring this shit out together. Look, my dog, I just wanted to look. Bitch, if you don't give me my motherfucking music, well, I slap the fuck out of you. I hope you can probably hear the music. Alright, we're gonna try putting this on. I was trying to look like a crackhead whenever I put this on. Gucciest Genghis, my nigga. Bro, this shit makes it look like my forehead is fucking elongated. Gucci gang, nigga. And we got this here cigarette thing. The reason I got this is I thought it would be funny to bust it out on stream and be like, I'm about to smoke your pack, nigga. Just crazy shit like that. Hopefully it's something that just lasts and is just funny. You know? Yes, I know I have hands, but teeth are more effective. Oh shit. Hey, something from my PS5 controller. Oh joy. Finally, a grip. Look, Temu basically gave me a fucking... Look, I spent 20 bucks on all these things, and I was like, you know what? Hopefully I get me something good out of this. They're giving me a fucking special, so I'm gonna take it. Something for your arm is what this one is supposed to be. It's kind of weird because the way how my weird. You just put it on, and this is supposed to be like a snake arm thing. I mean, it looks pretty cool. It's like you put it on, well, makes me feel sexy. Maybe I might get a tattoo like this. For the record, I do have tattoos. One here and one at the back of my neck. And for the finale. I had ordered another shiesty. Wow, who could have guessed that the fucking nigga ordered another shiesty? We might be wearing this one around whenever we do Grimm's Horror Tales and shit. This also comes with a zipper for the mouth. How weird. Let's put it on. Hello, hello, it's your host Grimmfiend from the A to the O. What is up, my Negro? Yaga. Bro, what the fuck is this? I ain't gonna lie, this is pretty cool. Makes me look like a crackhead though. Half and half, let's go. I like this. If you made it this far, just type in Fiend. Fiend, Fiend. It just put like a little laugh next to it, because you, you probably saw this, you'd be laughing your ass off by now. Alrighty.
I knew I was underwater. I just didn't realize I was this underwater. If you're stressed,
Oh, and then I said lastly, but this is like the last thing. It's a sword, retractable too. Oh no, I like this. This thing only costs like a fucking dollar or some shit, so. Yaga. And that's pretty much the Temu order. I'm gonna be toying and fiddling with the rest of this while I have lo-fi playing in the background. But I hope you guys don't mind me putting my phone back on sound. Even at this time of night, people still, call upon me and shit, so. Alright, there we go, it got longer. But love is a weird thing. Something fragile, something that can make anyone go crazy. Earlier, I had to deal with a dilemma between two friends of mine that are extremely sacred to me. Very, very sacred to me. And I know I said that I would, this is a little bit of a segue. I know I said that I would do something to where I would start uploading these and editing them through my PC, but my PC is being bipolar and it keeps overclocking, so I gotta get that fixed. Shit, I just realized I'm talking too fast. I only do that whenever I'm very energetic or excited or just whatever the fuck. But it's amazing to me how love is both, like I said, fragile and chaotic. It can make you do some things that's just, ooh, 5 big booms. Boom. 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 I'm pretty much going through all the motions and all the other good shit of just trying to find love again, because it's like, I'm a hopeless romantic. And a lot of people find me attractive, which is weird, because it's like, when I was younger, I was like, it was kind of there, kind of not, and then now it's like, people are like, do you have any kids? You seeing anyone? Do you have a wife? Like, there's also some more detailed stuff, like I've been fetishized for basically my skin and some other stuff, like, people really love the fact that I'm a black man. So, I guess, I don't know what the fuck to say to that. I'm aware that there's some people who are attractive, there are some people who aren't attractive, but your personality is what keeps people there. Whether you're tolerable or intolerable to be around. Or shit. Here's the thing with a lot of guys, is that a lot of y'all are fucking boring. Some of y'all have no personality, no nothing, and the same goes for women. I know that's really mean to say, but it's like, you can have everything going on, but it's just like, if you're just stale or boring like a piece of bread, it's like, I don't know what to tell you, except for things really won't last. It's like people crave that fun, or sometimes they don't. I don't know, I'm projecting. It's like, I'm just trying to enjoy things. I like someone who has like that feistiness to them, but also that sweet side. It's like, we can basically go with the flow and have it be whatever we want it to be. Minus like the arguing and, crazy shit like that, you know? I know I normally wear a hoodie and stuff like that, but it's weird. I feel a lot warmer than usual, so. But yeah, imagine you accidentally marry or you're with the wrong person and it's just, you're married to them and stuff like that, and it's just, feels like you're. Oh, and then the ad came on. Fucking hell. Bro, get the fuck off my screen. But then to add on to that, it's just like I said, you get with the wrong person, and it's just like, it feels like you're trapped, or maybe you end up losing that love, or just an abundance of shit that's just out of your control. You don't have to have romantic love towards someone. It's just like, it could be with friends, family. Love is such a fleeting thing because either that person is just taken from you, or there's so many things, and it can make you jaded. It can make you just all types of fucked up. I don't know, with me personally, I feel like if I fuck up with something, I try to fix it, and I know there's some things that you just can't fix, but I rather would try than anything else, you know. I've been through a lot. You've probably been through a lot. Nah, I take that back. You have been through a lot. It's not no probably. It's just we're trying to make sense out of all the things that are just here, you know. I'm really starting to fall in love with this thing. I don't know if I have ADHD or some crazy shit, but just Yaga. I could just pull this out of my fucking car and just walk up on someone and be like, yeah. Why is it so bad to just enjoy your life with just the minimal stuff? Why is it what you prefer in a person is just shamed and looked down upon, or etc.? I don't know, with me, it's like, this is a little bit TMI, but I'm a switch. I don't care about being submissive, dominant, no, none of that shit. I mean, that's as far as I'm gonna take it there, but just like, I like women who are, they have masculine traits, they can be independent, they can be whatever, I don't know, I just like what I like, you know? It doesn't have to make sense to anyone else except for me. I don't know why, I've always wanted to like talk to a Swedish woman or an Asian woman or just like a Hispanic woman, because it's like they've treated me the best in my experience. And the thing is that I'm not desperate. I'll take anyone who is like, how do I say this? Anyone that likes me within due reason. Because my process is that I try to wait 2 weeks to a month before asking that person out, because it's like, I feel like that's a little bit of a good gauge or a little bit of a good area to then get to know that person and then try to get to know them more and stuff like that, because it's like you try to see what works, be observant, and just be like, hey, starts out as friends and just like, you know what, I'm actually starting to develop feelings towards you, let's see where this goes, and well, things can continue from there. The thing with me is that I've been with a lot of people, so shit. I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't think you should take too much relationship advice from me. I can only give you the shit of what not to do. Because my ex was actually my longest relationship, so shit. I definitely know how to get people. It's just keeping them around. I don't know if it's either. Some of it is definitely me, where I'm the problem, and then some of it is just either they're immature, they're the problem, and it's a lot of growing to do on both sides. For me, I can be very clingy, not possessive, but just clingy. I just hate someone, especially that just says, "Oh, I like you doing this, that, and the third," and then it's just like over time or whatever. Or maybe they lied and said, "Hey, all those things I said I liked, I didn't." And that right there feels like a goddamn sword right here, just going across my heart. I know how to hurt people very, very bad. Something that you won't be able to recover from. But why would I do that? Subjugate you to that? There's just no point to that unless I feel like you have wronged me. And even if you had wronged me, at least hope and pray that I can be able to understand why you're doing all of this, where you're coming from, and if it's justified. But that's but to justify anything, anyone can do it if you think about it. No matter what you say or do, if they convince themselves hard enough, that's basically their truth, whatever they see fit with it, and well, not that much you can do about it. I had a weird dream. Basically, it was like I had 4 bumps right here on my arm, and each of those bumps looked different than the last, with just like a scar mark or whatever on the other. One was like burning, one was like oozing, pulsing, and you kind of get it. I'm gonna try to spare you the details of like some nasty shit, you know. But every time I touched that fucking, every time I touched a bump, I had to relive something. The thing with me is, I no longer run away from pain. I no longer run away from the things that harm me, even if I'm not ready to face it. I actually sit there and I try to convince myself, like, hey, let's go ahead and let's deal with this now, you know? Because I don't know why I have like that weird problem solver mindset to where it's like, if something goes wrong, you have to fix it, or you have to deal with this before it becomes a bigger problem. That is one of my flaws and one of my strengths. Because I might see something that's a problem, and to the other person, they'll be like, why are you nitpicking? Why are you doing this, that, and the other third? When I'm really trying not to, it's just, I can see this becoming something bigger than what it should be. But, fuck, you know. A lot of the people that I've been with have been around my age. And it's just like the people that were older that I've been with, the only problem I had with them was money issues, really. And they would still help me out to a degree. And the people that were my age were just so immature, unstable, pretty much almost as crazy as me. What I want to do now more than anything is I want to go to the beach on a very warm day. The fuck? Sorry about that. Delays. It's nice to have some lo-fi just going on. And damn, this takes me back. Like I said, when I was a kid, I used to listen to lo-fi a lot. It calmed me, it soothed me, it just felt like everything was going to be alright, you know? The things that happen to you can always make or break you. So, you learn. All you can do is learn and do with that with what you will. I know I say a lot of things that are clichéic or already true and stuff, but I feel like reinforcing them also helps as well. Like I said, I just want to go to the beach where it's a warm day and just stare at the sun or some shit, even if it's like midnight or whatever, and just feel calm, feel serene, feel like everything is at peace. What is it? I thought about one time that I should just go homeless, live at the beach, you know? And every night I could just give me like a bag of chips, something, or whatever, and just feel at peace with the water. I don't know why the fuck my Discord notifications keep going off. I can't see who or what it is. Let me check my damn phone. Bambushka. Nothing. Ads. Ads. At least it's an anime ad. They got something going on. When you're doing an ad, you want something that actually captures the person's attention, not make them fucking go. It's just if I'm looking at something good and you decide to fucking come on, fuck off. I always feel weird, man. I have a deep-rooted fear of water, but I also love water. When I was younger, it was always weird to me, you know. I didn't know how to swim until I was 12 years old. And before then, I ran into a lot of problems where my dumb ass would always drown. Some of it, by and large, was mainly my problem, and then some of it was, well, yeah. So I'm still traumatized of water to a degree, but it's weird. I'm a really good swimmer. I know someone's gonna be like, but you're black. Yeah, and I can still swim, bitch, and I can swim pretty fucking good. Now, keep fucking with me, and I'll turn your ass to Swiss cheese, nigga. I'm learning how to start smiling again, and it's weird to me. Because it's like, for things now to go good to better in my life, it came at the price of losing someone that I thought loved me. We could spend our lives together and just, who knows, maybe they're still the one, maybe they're not. It's just, I know people say if you love something, let it go, but if you love something, I like to believe you wouldn't let it go. I know you want it to be better and all this other type of stuff, but it only works if they want it to work. I'm just so sick and tired of people running away from pain, and just, pain is something that's always going to happen, and if the more you run away from it, the worse it gets. Because it's basically a wall that you have to learn how to smash through eventually. Because if you keep running over and over, eventually you're going to reach that wall again. And I know that there's some things you can run away from, but I don't know, at least in my case, they always come back. And that's why I try to be a problem solver. So that way it doesn't come back, or you learn how to deal with it and the assortment of ways that you can. Alright, now to cap things off, let's look at some deep thoughts. Someone said this. I realize that most of our healing is just unlearning the survival mechanisms we created to protect ourselves. Something hit me today during therapy that I can't stop thinking about. Most of the things that we call issues, anxiety, overthinking, people pleasing, perfectionism, aren't actually problems. Their solutions our younger selves created to keep us safe in situations where we felt threatened or powerless. Ah, I know that feeling all too well. The kid who learned to read every tiny change in someone's mood, they probably grew up walking on eggshells around unpredictable adults. The perfectionist who triple checks everything, they likely learned early mistakes meant harsh criticisms or rejection. The people pleaser who can't say no, they figured out that keeping others happy is the only way to receive love or avoid conflict. Worst thing is, I was all three of these things. And in some ways I still am, depending on the person. They aren't bad strategies. They're brilliant adaptations that helped us survive. But now we're running on autopilot in situations where we're actually safe. This causes us more harm than good. And although we're still wearing that armor in peacetime, it's exhausting. The real mind bender is realizing that healing isn't about fixing ourselves. It's about recognizing that these protective mechanisms, as intelligent as they were, they don't serve us anymore. We're not broken people who need to be repaired. We're survivors who need to learn it's finally safe to put down our shields. This explains why healing feels so goddamn terrifying sometimes. We're not just changing behaviors, we're asking our nervous system to trust that the world is different now, that we're strong enough to handle what comes without our protective old patterns. Self-improvement isn't about becoming a better person. It's about becoming who we already were before we had to armor up against the world. I think that's a nice thing. But even if I were to say that, people would still resort and go back to old habits and ways because, well, sometimes going back to something familiar is, well, is familiar. Imagine trying to go and do something new, and it's unknown. Why would you fuck with that instead of something that's already tried and true, you know? That's why I always feel like I'm the black sheep of the family, because as well, I'm doing stuff that literally nobody has heard of or whatever the hell, and it's just because of that I feel like I have a lot more confidence in doing things, even if it goes good or bad, because everything is a learning experience to me. And then some people are just so goddamn afraid to just fail or see things go wrong that you stick to that familiarity, you stick to that bubble, and it's just, sometimes you don't grow. Alright, let's try to find another one. The hell is this commercial? Well, trying to find things that are there we go, new. Cementing change and redemption. The only mind we can all change is our own mind because, well, people are people. You don't know what you're going to get, but at least try to take it for what it shows you and for what it's worth. When I say for what it's worth, it's just do literally whatever you want with it. I know that's vague, but it's literally as it says. Ah, I love this one. Somebody says this. I don't know why I like this one or love this one, but just I love how they said and phrased this. I am a doorway. Within me and beyond me are infinite. I exist as a doorway for the breath of life, a singularity between two worlds where time and space are one. The self has dissolved into a swinging door in a present moment. Inward breath, inward swing, outward breath, outward swing. That is all. Basically, we are our own corridor for the paradoxes, just the infinite everything of just how it might go, you know? And, well, with that conclusion, let's leave it off there. Basically, just learning how to breathe again, you know, is, man, learning how to live again without that person that you cherished is just, I feel like a fucking survivor. Sure, I'm for the better and everything now, and I learned about that person's true nature, but just going back and reverting to my own and basically having to break down and rebuild myself into something better, because what they took off that was supposedly me, I have to go. That's okay. I don't need that part of me anymore, and just you do what you can with that. Now, if this was an actual cigarette, I would have lit it by now and just say, hey, no matter what you're going through, I want to say it'll be okay, but just it's whatever you make out of it. So until the next time, fiends, thank you for always coming around. It means a lot to me. You don't have to support me outside of anything besides watching and just giving your own opinion. Whatever you think, whatever you say, whatever is on your mind is valued, especially around here. Because I know more than anything what it's like to just be discarded, not all the negative things, and just we all matter, believe it or not. Just keep sticking around and time will try to smoothen things out. Alright, take care. Arrivederci.